Yo YouTube, what's up? Today we're going to be adding custom stages because yeah, we're cool. So um this on Kate Engine Community 1.8.1 should work on KEK 1.4 and up, but I'd use latest. There's not really a use to use those old versions. Okay, so images, those are important. So, um, you have your stuff here, right? I'm going to assume you're going to add one stage, but this can be easily repeated. So, um, you could have like libraries, like like the week 3 stage code is here, but we're going to do it a little different and kind of easier because to get these, it's a little more complex, but this works just fine and you can use them either way. So you're going to want to make a folder, and I'm going to call this Neo because we're going to be using the Neo stage just as an example, and we can add on stuff to it. So in this folder that you just created in Assets Shared Images, you want to grab the you want to grab everything that that stage will have, and I do recommend compressing stuff. And if it's animated like this, this isn't a big deal. It's not like a massive image. You know, it's not that high in resolution. So I'd recommend compressing them using OxyPNG, but you don't have to. But if you want less RAM usage, you know, it's pretty good advice to do. So we have the back wall, front lights, the front stage, and the animated stuff. But we're gonna go a step further and try and add some fog. So once you have your images in place, um, you can also like if you're gonna be really cool and you have multiple stages, just make this like rename it stages, then like organize them. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So um, here we go to stages, stage, and we're on line 634. It'll be a little different in the future, or whatever version you're using, but look for this case stage, and you want to copy all of it. Once you've done that, you want to rename it to whatever you want your stage to be. Neo, and cam zoom, let's go ahead and make it zoomed out a little more. The higher the number, the more zoomed in it is. So 0.8, 0.9 is pretty good for most cases. So to get it to use for the right images, we can just use these. So the BG should just be Neo back wall. Stage front should be stage. And if you're trying to find it through a folder, always like Neo, then slash before anything. And so then it would be what Neo lights. If you're on Kate Engine, this tutorial is primarily for Kate Engine 1.8 or something. If you want things to be like in front of the characters, it's pretty simple. So we just do lay in front. I forgot already. Lay in front to push stage curtains. And lay in front with 2, it will put it above all the characters on screen. There's no need to do the to add because it will add it when you do the to add or the lay in front. So swagbacks lets you get the variables from in like play state or something. We're not going to talk about that. It's not really needed. But let's go ahead and get our stage accessible in game. So you want to go to Assets, Preload, Data, Stage List, and you can just do Neo. Now you can get it in game. But of course, we still have the front lights, the fog, and stuff. So for now, we can just get the stuff in. And that's pretty easy, so we can just do boppers, flick sprite. And I'm gonna make it screen center, so we don't have to worry about this too much. And then we do boppers.frames equal paths.get sparrow atlas should be neo stuff _1, and it'll go ahead and grab the PNG and XML for you. Make sure that you specify it's in the shared folder. Then we can look on the XML, and it's crowd instance 1. Add by prefix, and you want to make it idle for now. And then for the animation, you put it here, but the game will think that the animation is called idle, and it'll use this animation. And it should play at 24 FPS most of the time, and make it looped, but should be fine since it's looped by default. And we can just do, we can make it update the hitbox for some reason, I don't know. Let's do it anyway. And make sure that you have the scroll factor set, so like, 0.9 is good, because without scroll factor, it would like go all over the place whenever the camera moves, and we don't want that. If you want your, if you want it to have anti-aliasing, we can just do and we should be good. Now to add it, we can just do swagbacks, boppers, and it should be like animated backs dot push. So what's going on? I forgot to screen center the X, and we can make the Y like 50. So what's going on here is this animation has to be called idle for it to play automatically. In the beat hit function, anything in the animated backs, it will play the idle animation every beat. So the crowd will bop or play the animation every time. Now, yes, we do have smoke and front lights, but we'll get to that in a minute. We want to make sure it works. So you just do Lime test Windows, and it should. I knew I was gonna misspell something. We wait for the game to compile, and then we can go into our song, and yeah. The lights should be over the characters, and these should bop. You know, play their animation.
Three, two, one, go!
Ignore the weird chart bug. If we go to Neo,
3, 2, 1,
we have
go!
our custom stage somewhat in. So if we press 8, we can access this neat little screen. But we also need to do the toAdd.push bobbers. And yeah. So we have our neat, cool stage right here. Yeah, very, very, very cool. I wouldn't rely on this too much because it's kind of broken. But if you wanna, you can't really move anyone around. Yeah, really, really, really neat. Now, if we compile again. Oh, and what this if is, basically if distractions are turned on, this will appear in game. If not, it won't. So you can, if you want the lights to like be there, like if distractions are off, you can just move it out.
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go!
You can see they're out of place, but they do indeed play their animation. So maybe screen centering it wasn't a good idea, but to lower it, all we need to do is do like negative, or not negative, let's do 600 for now. And because we want our fog, I had to call this a distraction, so we can just do. This should be saved to screen center, so. And if you want to be really, really cool and stuff, you can just, you can copy stuff. We don't need the set graphic, but we can, Yeah, it makes this a lot easier. So our fog should be in, but we want it to screen center. So and it uh, should be above the characters.
Three, two, one, go!
You can also manually make the stage by going into the song's JSON, but we're not going to do
Three,
that.
two, one, go!
But as you can see, we have our lights and fog. We're looking really cool, and our boppers are down there. But let's say they need to be a little bigger, so we can just do boppers.scale.set. I'd say 1.5 would probably do, maybe. No, if you want to like change the position of the characters, you want to go up here, and we're just gonna copy. Let's copy the school one because it has, characters. You want to add this, and let's say for Neo, we want. These are the characters on stage, so it'll look a little weird than it's supposed to, but it just shows like where they're supposed to go, if if you want them to be there.
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go!
We also need to do the land front for the the funny characters, so we can just do this here. But this time we don't need the two ads, so we can just do land front. And I'd have to say that this is looking pretty good so far. The character positions are going to be a little weird in a moment because of this, but I'd say for custom stage it looks really cool.
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go!
The character positions are a little goofy, so we don't need it like that. So we can remove it. But if you want to do something like custom positions, you can use this. But it's fine like it was. So let's just recompile and show the finished product. do dad battle.
3, 2, 1, go! Three, two, one, go!
And here we go. We have our lights, our background, the fog. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can customize the stages X and Y, like where things go here, but pretty sure you should already know that. And with that said, so you make a custom stage, you can get rhythm game pretty nice.